A lot of you have been asking the question, has Ghetts been sentenced enough? Has he been punished enough for the death by dangerous conviction that he's now got? The sentencing that happened earlier on this week. We're going to try and break down piece by piece what this means for him in terms of the sentencing, the driving ban. We're going to show some of the visual video of Ghetts driving around central London, and you make your own decision. I want people to make their own decision on whether this was just a heat at the moment, not thinking straight moment in Ghetts' career, or was this? I mean, look, I've watched the video that was released after the sentencing, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this is, for me personally, this is not a thing where you've made a mistake. I remember doing the videos in October last year, and if you go back, I looked at some of the comments on some of them, the two videos that I dropped about this. And I remember saying on the second video that I would not talk about this whole situation until the sentencing, until we knew what was happening, until more evidence came to light, until we knew the exact speed or the approximate speed of how fast Ghetts was going and all of those things. And now we know. Now the facts are out there. Now we can interpret what we think and what we thought and what we know now. We can all piece it all together. But it's look, things have happened since then. A lot of information's come out in between October and November. The original sentencing date was obviously shifted back to this week, and Ghetts has finally got the sentencing. There's a lot of people on the, not on the fence, but there's a lot of people thinking that this isn't a big enough punishment. But I think one of the things you have to take into consideration, I think it's 2/3 of his sentence for the guilty plea reduced. He's already got time served. He's been in custody since October, I think last year. So they take that into consideration as well. Character references were, obviously the judge read that he was given some colourful, really good character references. He's done a lot in the community since his last previous conviction before this one. So there's a lot of things that went in Ghetts' favour. And now I'll be honest, I think it could have been a lot worse. I think Ghetts could have been in a lot worse situation had he first of all not pleaded guilty. I think I remember saying at the time he has to plead guilty to this. You can't not plead guilty to this. This is your bang to rights. Your bang to rights. It's something that you can't not plead guilty to. It's just as simple as that. But look, my position hasn't changed. I still think it's an ignorant way of dealing with life. Like your Ghetts. I said it then in the back end of 2025. Your Ghetts. You're 41 years of age. You have kids. You have a mother of your kids she's living with you. She's the woman of your children. You're the protector, the provider of that family setup. And for you to be driving around irrational and all crazy and erratic and mad, like you could have killed more than one person. Driving around like you're playing Grand Theft Auto, like these, you can't do that. To me, that's a mindset of someone who's 18, 19, just passed their tests, first car, idiot behavior. You're 41. You can't be moving like that. There's no, and the funny thing is, there were so many people in the circle of Ghetts after the evidence came out, after the guilty plea was given, after the couple of court hearings before the sentencing, that was saying this was a mistake. He just made a mistake. We all take these bro. From when that footage dropped this week, the CCTV footage, everything everyone tells me now is void, because that footage, we're going to get into the footage in a minute, but that footage, that's not a mistake. That's not you doing 50 and a 40 and you just don't see the person coming. This is nuts. This is madman behavior. This is madman behavior. I told everyone back then I was going to speak about this when the sentencing dropped, and we're here now. Let's get straight into the article. Let's see what the article's saying. So here we've got the article. It says here that Ghetts has been sentenced to 12 years for death by dangerous driving. Ghetts has been sentenced to over a decade in prison after being convicted of death by dangerous driving. The 41-year-old grime rapper pleaded guilty in December to killing 20-year-old Yubin Tamang. And it goes on to say he's also admitted a second charge of dangerous driving while facing 2 further charges of driving while over the legal alcohol limit and dangerous driving. It says here that the fatal hit and run took place on October 18th, 2025. Ghetts was accused of going 60 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone when he hit Tamang as he was crossing the road in Ilford. I don't know if you lot realize, but you know you're on the motorway. Yeah, you're on the motorway. You're just cruising on you're building up momentum, speed on the motorway. That's 60 miles an hour. I said at the time that you're doing that speed at night under the influence on a residential 30-mile-per-hour road. And I told everyone in the comments, it must have been a 60, 70-mile-per-hour speed that Ghetts was going to elevate, unfortunately, the Yubin Tamang who lost his life, to elevate him that high into the sky. You must have been doing some mad speed. And now we find out it was approximately 60 miles per hour in a 30, double the speed that he needed to go. That's crazy behavior. That ain't an accident. That ain't, I'm rushing to get somewhere, I've made a mistake, I apologize. This is you just not having a care for anybody around you at that time on the 18th of October. That's just madman behavior. No one can co-sign that or defend that behavior. That to me, if you're defending that behavior, which people did in the other comments on the other video, that's just madman behavior. You're just not a normal, rational thinking person. It's as simple as that. It goes on to say here, it states here that the rapper wanted to apologize to the family of Tamang, the community at large, to his own family, and to the court for his actions on that night and Saturday in October last year. In a letter, Ghetts said, I wrote from a place of extreme regret, shame, and remorse. I could not express the enormous feeling of guilt and shame for the suffering I have caused. I want Mr. Tamang's family to know that I am so truly sorry. I offer no excuses. I mean, that in itself, like, you offer no excuses. Like, that's just, to me, that's just nuts, bro. Like, how can you not offer no excuses? No excuses. Like, I was high, I was above the limit, I shouldn't have been doing it. All of these things. Like, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. And I've let my family and community down. But then Tamang's mother goes on to say here as well, we feel extreme pain and an unimaginable sense of loss. What we have felt in something that we have to endure. My son had dreamed of further education and come to the UK. He wanted to gain a degree from here because it was well recognized in the world. She went on to add that unfortunately this tragic event happened near our home while he was returning home from work. There you have it. There you have it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he was just going to work. Do you get what I'm saying? Just going to work, coming home from work. And you just die. You just take a man's life. To me, that's just nuts. And people will say that he's now got his punishment, that's 12 years, but 12 years ain't long enough because you're out in 6. You're out in 6. Yubin Tamang ain't coming back in 6 years' time. Do you get what I'm saying? I said all this back then. Yubin Tamang ain't coming back. You're out in 6 years. That's some good behavior. So for me, I said what I said back in October, November last year, but there can be no like, the punishment's here now. Let the court system do this. Nah, man. I'm sorry, because 12 years is nothing. 12 years is nothing. 12 years is nothing. He'll be out in 6. He'll be out in 6. And to offer no excuse, no nothing, like, nah, man. Let me show you this though. Let me show you this before you lot try kill me in the comments. Now, this is some of the clips. I'm not going to play all of it because it's a 4 to 5 minute video, but I just want you to see. This is a guy just driving around London with no care in the world. He's lucky that he killed one person. He could have killed a lot more people. And when I say this all the time, this could have been you. I said it at the time. This could have been your cousin, your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, your best mate. It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. And I always tell people, I can drive on the roads. I'm fine. But it's never me that I'm concerned about on the road. It's always the other people around me, because some people just drive like idiots and they don't have a care in the world. They ain't got nothing to live for. This is mad. I want people to see this, because I want people to know that this is why 12 years ain't enough. 12 years is not enough. Like, you're driving erratic, bro. You're driving like a madman. Like, look at that. You're just driving. That's Ghetts right there. You're just driving like a madman. Like, look at this. This is Ghetts here. They've circled him. That's Ghetts right there. Now, he nearly licks over the man on the bike. Do you get what I'm saying? You're just running red lights. You're just driving like look at this. Now, I've been in central London, I've been in London or whereabouts. It don't even matter. It doesn't have to be central, but I've been around. And you know, only people I just see crossing the road drunk at that time of night, 20 past 11 at night. People are just coming out drunk out the pub. They just step out, they cross over. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but look at that. You're just driving mad, bro. You're just driving mad. Look at this. Now imagine a car. Imagine a car comes around here now, or someone's crossing like they should be crossing, because it looks like there's, I don't know if there's traffic lights at the bottom of that road yet, but if there is, and the cars from the left-hand side are coming, rightfully so, their lights on green, they're coming around that corner now. They don't see that car till the last minute, and they got a baby, brand new baby, newborn baby in the car. What then? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what then? So, yeah, all of this is mad to me. All of this is mad to me. I can't condone any of this, and I know people aren't condoning it. But what I'm saying is, I mean, look, they circled him up here again. Watch this now. This is just mad, boy. This is mad behavior. Look at the guy on the bike. Just there. It's madman behavior. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just madman behavior. You just I can't process in my head. If I'm being real, I can't process in my head how someone just doesn't think that this is like normal behavior. Like, it's not normal. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're doing mad speeds on like 30. Look at that. You're just driving erratic, bro. And look at that. Like, that car, that's my point. So you see that car right there? That car's right away. Got to come out, pull out. You can kill people instantly. Just no sense of awareness, no self-accountability. 12 years ain't long enough, I'll be honest. It ain't long enough. It's not long enough. It's not. And that's my worry. Because I think he comes out in 6 years and nothing don't change for him. Nothing don't change for him. Like I said, I'm not going to play the full video, but you get the gist. You get the gist of how that axis, I'm not going to call it accident, how that murder occurs. You get what I'm saying? You can see, because from when a man's driving like that and there's no accountability, there's no, I mean, look at this here. This is what I'm saying. Like, people, I always find in London as well, people, I mean, look at this, bro. Come on, look. Bro, like, you're driving like you're a police officer with your blues and twos on. What they call it? The blues and twos, whatever they call it. You're driving like you're in a hurry because you're going to stop a crime, or your wife's gone into late. Like, I get it. There's reasons why you might drive a bit mad on the street, but just because you've had a drink and you whatever, nah, man. I'm sorry. And like I said, people are saying don't kick a man when he's down. I get it. I understand it, and I'm with it 100%. But you can't then tell me that watching that, it's normal behavior. That ain't normal behavior. And he's not the only one that drives like that. But you're meant to be a man that is setting the next generation up to do better than they should be. You're meant to be doing that. You're 41 years of age. I don't know how people feel about that. But I need to know what let me know what you think in the comment section. Is it enough? Is it enough, the 12 years? Because I personally, I don't think it is. I'm not the judge. You know what I'm saying? But I just think there's people out there that have lost family members, friends, whatever, and they don't come back. He comes home in 6 years. For me personally, if that was my brother or my friend or someone that I knew, and you just killed him and you're out a couple of years, 20, 32, you're coming out. Nah, it can't happen. That would not happen. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. Ear to the Streets TV. Yeah, man. All of that good stuff. We're out.